Next up, we'll go to Kimmy.
Hi, my name is Kimmy Siebens. I'm a Bremerton resident, a registered nurse of 17 years, a founding member of the BHCC, Their Voice, and Rock the Block. First of all, it sounds like we all have a common goal of making our community a better place for all of us, which is totally awesome. I care for my housed and my unhoused neighbors alike, and the Marvin Williams Center as well. I've been trying to help y'all every day I have off as a full-time trauma ICU RN, but none of you have ever come out to help me. There are solutions, and Rock the Block is showing just that. You can follow us on Facebook. If you have any problems, give me a call, 971-236-1877, and we can help mitigate those issues. Remember, we have a severe lack of affordable housing, mental health care, and substance abuse care in the entire country. People can die of withdrawal. I call medical detox centers daily, and there aren't enough beds for the demand. They don't exist. We need a safe place to go until more help is available. And also, I just want to comment on the unkept porta-potties, and I have to disagree with that, but that's probably because I'm the one who cleans them. And I also provide sharps containers, which are never full because sadly, people are smoking their drugs nowadays. It's not like the old days where there was a lot of needles on the ground. My team, Rock the Block, pays $200 a month rent for the parking spot that the two porta-potties are sitting on. And we pay a minimum of $600 a month for managing them. The city is not providing that, we are, so you're all welcome. I don't like to see poop and pee on the sidewalk either, and neither do the people who live outside. It's totally dehumanizing to not have a restroom, and so we have had to provide that. And if you ever see a dirty porta potty, please let me know, and I will promptly get down there and clean it out. Thank you for your time.
Okay, with that, we'll go to public comment, but before I begin, can I just get a rough show of hands of who is planning to speak on this item? Seeing a large number, I'm guessing we have some online. I'm gonna, just in the issue of making sure everybody has a chance to speak, given the large number, change the public comment time from 3 minutes to 2 minutes, just so we can fit in people. I know folks have dinner to get to and everything. So we'll limit each public comment to 2 minutes. And again, please to just speak on this issue. Perfect. All right, please line up at the podium, and again, please we request you state your name for the record and if you live or work in Bremerton.
Good evening, Mayor and City Council. My name is Dawn Michelle Wilson. I usually pull myself together to come to these meetings. I dress a little differently, I walk a little differently.
I'm so sorry, ma'am. Let's reset your timer and just get a little more quiet in the room so we can hear you. Yeah, we'll reset that to the 2 minutes. All right, I got my own clock here. You're good to begin. Thank you.
Thank you. I started with saying that I usually dress a little different to come to these meetings. I try to dress and walk and talk a little differently because I bounce back and forth between the streets and here. But today I came in the very same clothes that I rocked the block in all day long, complete with my Narcan and my first aid kit in my little bag that I carry around with me. Myself, along with many others, have spent every extra second of every waking day that we have down on MLK and now Broadway, attempting to help those down there get off the streets. Am I crazy? That's debatable. It's debatable. It's okay. There are all sorts of things. There's safety issues. There's all sorts of things going on down there that we're very aware of. The reality is that every single soul out there is somebody, someone. I've already shared my story with you, and I want to remind you that I was somebody, someone. You'd be hard-pressed today to find somebody who would tell you that my life wasn't worth saving. I don't believe that I have all the answers. But after spending 23 years in addiction myself and spending more than a decade doing outreach, I might know a thing or two. Yet the only person on this board that has reached out to me is Councilwoman Chamberlain. I just want to let that set in for a second. In fact, I saw you this morning, Mayor Wheeler, as I was rocking the block on the corner of Broadway and 6th. You politely said hello and kept walking. I also saw you, Councilmember Conklin, on the corner of, I believe it's Park and MLK. Yet I didn't see either of you come down onto the street. I implore all of you to take a moment to meet the individuals whose lives you will be directly affecting by the decisions you make.
That's 2 minutes. Thank you so much for your comments. Yeah. Please go ahead.
Hi, I'm Jocelyn. I'm a citizen of Bremerton, and I've been here to every meeting. I'm part of the Bremerton Prayer Walk. We rock the block with Dawn Michelle, Kimmy Siebens, a variety of individuals, and we're having some great successes right now. I know Dawn Michelle was going to go ahead and address like how many people we have gotten off the streets through the relationships that we have formed with them, through the trust that they have with us. And I would encourage anyone, if you want to go down and see what's happening down there, if any of the neighbors that are going to come up here, and I know that there's a lot of issue with homeowners and a lot of issues on a variety of different things, to contact us. We're available at all times to come down there and address any situation, because we do have that relationship with individuals. And the problem is that we have so many people wanting to come out of this type of situation. I have not met one person on the street that wants to be homeless, contrary to many people suggesting otherwise. I have not met one person, once they get clean, say, I wish I could go back to addiction, it was so great. And so we have the opportunity here to love so hard and show that Bremerton is different. You know, we're looking at a bunch of different cities, different ordinances. I believe the one that this council is looking at now is completely unconstitutional, and I would encourage you to go back to the drawing board because of the fact of the constitutional, our United States Constitution that's being violated with this. So I would encourage that to do something else. I also want to commend you guys, because we do need an open air shelter, but we need one centralized so that we can get our people off the street, off the neighbor's lawn where there's issues, and we can provide some real meaningful help. So I'm really encouraged by this council, and I would suggest that you focus on that instead of focusing on criminalizing homelessness. I myself has come from homeless, and I'm a smart girl, and I couldn't figure out how to get out of there by myself. And so we need to have the resources available. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments.
I have someone that would like to speak in the back but has mobility issues. Do we have a portable mic?
Yes, I believe we do. Yes, thank you for bringing that to our attention.
So maybe after I go, we can let Miss Jackie back here.
That sounds great.
go.
Thank you so
Okay.
much for mentioning that. Yes, and please go
I'm
ahead.
Kelsey Stedman. I was born and raised in Bremerton. I currently work in Bremerton as a nurse. And I'm going to finish what Dawn Michelle wasn't able to because we reduced time, which is that if we invite you guys to come rock the block with us, if you take a moment to rock the block with us, you'd see firsthand the faces behind the statistics and understand the profound impacts of your choices, as well as the barriers that people encounter trying to access services. I asked you to consider the needs of the people who are experiencing homelessness and work towards creating a community where no one is left behind. There is strength in numbers. We are a solution-focused group of people, and we have seen a profound and positive difference in the lives of those who need it most. In the last month alone, we've gotten 14 people off the block. And the need continues, and this has been mostly volunteer run and funded by citizens. Those lives were changed. My main concerns with the current ordinance are outlined in a very lengthy letter that I wrote you guys. So I just wanted to highlight that there's a lot of attempts to expand available shelter for clarity, but I actually think we're moving away from available shelter in that way. Transitional housing is not immediately available. Even for night-by-night shelters, you have to go through coordinated entry, and that's tied to funding and grants that those places receive. So even if a shelter bed is open, that doesn't mean that someone can just show up at 10 o'clock on Friday night and get that bed. I think that we need to really understand and get clarity on available shelter being immediately available. Also not in there is who determines eligibility and disability. There's no definition of disability in there, and you guys mentioned in a study session that you purposely didn't include banned individuals. It should be up to the shelter to determine who is eligible for their services. So I suggested some things in writing, but those are the main.
Hi, my name's Jackie, and I happen to live on Martin Luther King right now. I did not ask to be homeless. My dog did not ask. None of us asked to be homeless. It's something that happened that shouldn't have happened. Yeah, I agree. There are people that have mental disabilities, some more than others, but we're human, you know. I was always under the impression that a homeless shelter or homeless camps were where they took care of each other and there was no fighting, nobody getting stabbed, nobody getting shot, nothing like that happened. And well, that's not what that is, but just because of that, it's making a lot of people stronger too. You know, oh, thank you. I just wanted to say that we never asked to be there and we need help. You know, that's it.
Thank you so much.